Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 104, recorded in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
I'll never get used to the cold headphones, man. Putting them on first.
I have a head, like a hood I use.
Yeah, I know, but you don't feel it filters out the nice sound, no?
Couldn't be
Well, I'm the one that has to keep an eye on the sound rate. That's all I'm saying. You can wear your little hood all you want.
We were just discussing that there now before we started. I do really love the way this has evolved. I used to be the man that does all the setting up.
Yeah.
And now I don't.
You have been no more than Nina and hopefully Adair in the future, Ray. You've been bypassed.
Oh, God, your wish list of bypass towns. Oh, Adair will be right up there.
Adair is right up there.
Fucking hate that town.
I mean, they've kind of bypassed Clare Galway now, and that was a good one, like, you know.
What do you mean kind of bypassed it? They did. They built a road around it.
Yeah, but the road around it doesn't really go into the city at all, though. You know what I mean?
That's what a bypass is for.
Yeah, but you have to go a fair bit around it, like.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah.
You're taking a good long, what they call a banana around it, like, because it'll be a good curve and it's to go around.
Yeah.
Adair, do you know why people don't want their towns bypassed? Do you ever think about that before?
Oh, it's a fairly
straightforward thing.
Straightforward thing, yeah.
Yeah, they want people to go into the shops and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Adair is the busiest town in this country, traffic-wise, because a load of lanes go into one lane and they bottleneck there outside the hotel.
When you said a load of lanes, I went, okay, that's some sort of a funny hen group. This is the bride Elaine and her friend Elaine.
That's actually
her cousin Elaine.
That's a Junior B ladies football team.
They're
all called of Elaine, every one of them. But that's Adair is the big one, man.
The downside with bypassing Adair,
go on,
is it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous, yeah. But
it does you good just to look at it.
Is it better looking than Sligo?
Oh, I would well believe.
You dirty, ignorant bastard, Ray. Why would you say that?
Sure, what is there in Sligo that'd match Adair? Adair has not one but two castles.
Knocknarea.
That's not in Sligo.
Ben's Bulbin.
Again, external items. I'm talking about in the town itself.
Inside in the town.
Yeah.
Sligo town itself would match anything. Right. Have you ever driven down Gallows Hill, Ray?
Yeah.
Right?
Aptly named.
Listen to me now. When you go down the Gallows Hill, right, and you look over, the town is inside in a little balling, like a bowl.
Yeah.
And Ben Bulbin's looking over. There's no more beautiful sight in the world, Ray.
Right.
Than Sligo town.
Clearly one of us is working for Falch Ireland, and that's you.
I have a little bit, actually, which is true.
Tell us, what are you doing a little bit for Falch Ireland?
Well, it's not really for Falch Ireland, but they're on the kind of, they're looking over our shoulders all the time saying, oh, is that beautiful enough, is it? Yeah. What we're doing is we're doing the Sligo St. Patrick's Day online festival, like, you know, as funded by Ireland.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and if you get something funded by Ireland, that's a cultural thing. It's Falch Ireland.
We must very much emphasise here that you're actually not doing anything. Work-wise.
Why?
Because you're on the pub.
You're allowed to earn a certain amount of money every month, Ray.
Are you?
Yes, you are. You're allowed to earn like $4.80 or some shit. And I haven't earned that, man, the last year.
Oh, that's good.
So they can eat the back of my back. But
that's the message to all the kids out there.
That's a Falch Ireland. And it's brought to you by Falch Ireland. Eat the back of my bag.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing in the last while. Just trying to, you know, what do they say, Ray? Adapt or die.
Adapt or die, indeed.
And I was on the verge of dying. So.
You've reminded me of something. You might remember, now I should have talked about this weeks ago, but I didn't. There was a report about some lad was robbing cars about Broad and Ballisadair.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that, yeah.
Did you see that, yeah? And apparently they caught him because he left footprints in the snow.
That's right. What a story, by the way.
But did you hear then what happened?
Yeah.
It got picked up by a podcast in LA.
And if we can find the footage, we will drop it in. Or the audio, I mean to say. We'll drop it in here because it is amazing.
I think we should.
Yeah, we definitely should.
I think we should play. Now, just to give people a bit of background, so the Gardaí, Broad and Ballisadair, there was a report of some fella fiddling with cars. And they went looking for the buck, and sure, the buck, you could see the buck's footprints going to each car in the snow.
This is when we had like a day of snow about a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. The only time it snowed in Ireland this year.
Yeah.
And apparently then they caught him. But I don't know how. Ocean FM ran a thing in it.
Yes,
and
that's
then
right.
A podcast abroad in LA then found it and then did their own little interpretation on it, which I think we need to play to the people.
Well, the reason that they did their own little interpretation of it is because they were having a right little laugh at the West of Ireland and how they'd catch a fella by his footprints in the snow.
But in our very first episode, when we talked about what we were going to do in this podcast, you suggested that we would actually look at stories from around the world that we could make a show of.
Yeah. Which is what they did, by the way.
Now, we never done that, but they've done that.
Yeah, and it's obviously worked for them. The best thing about this clip that we're hopefully going to show you if we can find it is their pronunciation of what they think Sligo is and what they think the Gardaí are.
Yeah, I think it's marvellous.
So there we go.
There we go.
We got there's nowhere to hide. Sligo Gardaí arrested a man after following his footprints left in the snow.
Wait, time out. What was this person's name?
Sligo Gardaí.
Sligo Gardaí? That's a hell of a name. Sligo.
The Garda Snow Patrol received reports of a person entering unlocked vehicles in the Balsadare area yesterday evening who was chased by locals but evaded capture. In the early hours of the morning, Gardaí received reports of a man again interfering with vehicles. The keen eye of the Gardaí spotted footprints leading away from the scene.
It does not say the keen eye of the Gardaí.
It does. And you know they did it.
Who wrote this masterpiece of an article?
The
keen eye of the Gardaí.
Ocean FM.
Well, all right. This is a great story then.
So they followed them and found the man with the stolen equipment as well as the equipment being used. He's arrested and taken to Ballymote Garda Station where he is being questioned. Gardaí are appealing to the public to never leave their vehicle to unlock.
Whoa. Sligo Gardaí they're the Gardaí of Sligo.
What?
I don't think Sligo Gardaí is a name. I think Gardaí is like guards or police or something like that.
Oh. Whoa.
No, you make me look this up.
They are the state police force of the Irish Republic.
There you go.
And Sligo is the town. Oh my God. That makes so much more sense. But I'd rather it be someone named Sligo.
Me too.
There's some Irish people laughing at us.
Well, let's laugh at them. What is Sligo famous for? Sligo is a slice of heaven along Ireland's wild Atlantic way. Oh, shit, it does look beautiful, though. Oh, look at this photo. Oh, I hate it. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, I'm so
my
mad.
God, it does. Look at that.
I can't make fun of them. It looks so beautiful. Oh, son of a... All right, well...
Yeah, it does.
Stupid Ireland.
There's like some
stupid
crazy
beauty.
mountain ranges there, too. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, look at this. Look at this mountain range with the thingies. Look at that.
God, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I hate it.
The cows, a castle, there's mountains.
Sligo?
Sligo, yeah.
What? Sligo Gardaí?
Sligo Gardaí. Doesn't he sound like someone from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But then, what I love about that is how they were, finding it awful hard to believe that things were called this in the west of Ireland. And then they looked it up, realised it was a county, realised it was a police force, and realised that it was a savage-looking spot. And then they got pure tick with themselves because it was such a savage-looking spot.
That's my favourite part of it is when, because I was tick now. You know the way you'd be going, ignorant bastards, like, you don't know fucking how we pronounce our own name, whatever. Just because we're old hooers from the west of Ireland doesn't mean we don't have feelings.
See, I wouldn't get tick unless it's Mayo. It's county-based. Thickness is always county-based.
Do you think I've become too Sligo?
Totally. Roscommon is disowned you.
But what I mean is that like I'm too proud of somewhere that I've nothing to do with.
I think you've just taken it.
Like I think
You've
this is the most beautiful place in the world.
Here in Sligo.
The Sligo soup.
You've taken the Sligo soup and now Roscommon is no more to you.
Like, I wouldn't be telling many people I'm from Roscommon, really, to be honest.
Sure, I know that.
Is
You're
that
not
bad,
proud
like?
of it. Yeah, it's bad.
Do I have a lack of pride in my own county?
How many nice videos have you done about Roscommon lately?
You're only saying that because I showed you a lovely video we done about Sligo.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not giving any love and care and tenderness to your own county.
I wish there was something there to film. Like, what am I going to do? Like,
There's loads of places to film. There's a park in your hometown with an elephant buried in it. For God's sake, man.
That is true.
There's
actually.
a swimming pool with no roof. So
No,
much.
I mean there probably is, like, I don't know, do you get that kind of fear of the old town you used to? Because I think I was a bit of probably a dickhead and a wanker and a bit dweeby when I was a teenager, and I kind of want to forget about that a little bit. So I get embarrassed. Like,
were you?
I think I probably was a bit of probably a bit weird, and I didn't realize I was
can't
weird.
imagine you being like a bit of an idiot.
Yeah, but there was a lot of problems though. What the hell is after happening? I'm about to talk to Dr. Phil all of a sudden now.
What problems were there?
Well,
Just lay back there.
okay, I'm gonna lie
Relax.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
My
It
uncle,
was on me last week. It'll be on you this week.
my uncle wouldn't touch me. No, what happened was,
What?
what I mean is that I thought it was cooler than it was, and it turns out it wasn't cool. And do you ever get embarrassed then that you go back and they go, here's that fella you think he was cool and he was a kid?
Oh, you thought you were cool, but you actually weren't cool, but you went through all that time thinking you were cool.
Yeah.
And then on reflection, you realised you weren't.
Yeah.
Which is at odds with the way I was when I was young. I knew I wasn't cool.
I should have been that way.
And I look back on it and I realised I was right.
Yeah, I should have been like you.
Yeah.
But I had a mammy telling me I was class,
Well,
which is a disaster.
See, that's it now. Me and you both had problems with the mammies.
Yeah.
Right? So
We have mammy problems.
We have mammy problems. Yeah.
Okay.
So your mammy was telling you were class and you were believing her. Right.
Like a fool, like I was believing her.
Okay.
Yeah. Silly too, like.
Right. What kind of things did she say you were class at?
My old lady told me I was class at football.
Right.
I was class at soccer.
Right.
I was class at hurling.
What a different
I was
upbringing.
class at music. I was class at school.
Okay.
I was class at being class.
Right.
And I believed every word she said, like.
And you acted accordingly.
I acted accordingly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually, I wasn't very proactive in actually making any of that true, if you know what I mean.
And which now
I would just, what would happen is I'd be left on the sideline for a football match, like we talked about with you last week a little bit, and I'd be going, why am I left on the sideline? Me old lady told me I was tremendous.
Okay, I'm with you.
And she'd be going, why is he left on the sideline? I'm telling everyone he's tremendous.
Now, at odds with my upbringing, whereas I was on the sideline and I knew I was on the sideline because I'd overhear my father saying how shit I was to his friends. Do you know? That lad can't play feck all. Right? And then on the side of the mammy, right?
Yeah.
Now, my mammy never said I was... She was said, like, she'd never put me down.
Okay.
Do you know? But she wouldn't necessarily... I suppose she'd be like, oh, yeah, geez, you're very good at that. But you'd know she was lying. You know, she's not great at lying, so you could see straight through her. And secondly, my biggest problem where my mother interfered in my life as a young lad was through style.
Oh, shit. Why?
Yeah, she would be. She'd have a very big part in my buying of clothes.
Oh, lovely. Like what sort of stuff now would she put you in?
She'd bring me up into Loftus's in Crossmolina, which was the greatest man's shop in Crossmolina.
It's like Moffat's or whatever here in town. Like.
Yeah, totally. It's or Milani's. You know,
or Milani's. Yeah.
And that's a big shout out to Milani's. They're a great spot if you're
Nothing
stuck
against
for a
them.
cravat.
Do you remember the fucking Cobra t-shirt you were adamant you were buying for years that was in the shop window?
It's a 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt.
3 Wolf Moon t-shirt,
Yeah,
that's right.
It's a t-shirt with 3 wolves on it and a moon.
Is it still in the shop window?
I think it is.
Like how long ago did you get I know this sounds like it's waffle, lads, but
I'll explain.
yeah.
We're going off topic. Now, 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt, not a very important t-shirt. It was just a t-shirt that came out with 3 wolves on it and a moon in the background. However, this was on some website. I think it was on Amazon or something. And if you look it up, you'll actually find this stuff. But the comments on it, you know, when there's a bit of a guts and a roll.
Yes.
And they just talk about what a difference this 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt made to people's lives. Do you know? That they instantly felt 10 foot taller, that all the women threw themselves at them, that they started getting on better in their job. And as soon as you put this t-shirt on, life just got better.
So
bit like a damp trap.
yeah, it just made everything better.
Yeah.
But I can assure you, if you look up 3 Moon 1 Cup t-shirt, what's it called?
3 Wolf Moon t-shirt.
3 Wolf Moon t-shirt, you will know it is the least stylish t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
But Ray
It's
was...
widely seen at biker rallies.
No, it's even not, man. I don't know who would wear that thing.
Bjor's at biker rallies.
But do you think that it got Bjor's going? If you wore it, Bjor's would go, oh, big sexy right now.
No, it tried to, as I said, the crack comments on the Amazon, where it was for sale online. That's what kind of made it. And I seen it in Milani's window and I said, that's unreal, I'm going to buy that.
You never bought it, though.
Oh, did ya?
Did you?
Of course I bought it.
Have you still got it?
Oh, no, it's gone in the dump years ago. It wouldn't fit me now.
Feck it anyway.
Sorry.
I'd love to put it on, yeah.
We have to roll back here a small
Where
bit.
were we at the start?
We were
First of all,
talking-
we
just
started
back up-
with the podcast.
I know, but we started with the podcast, but I had to tell you another thing. So the mother was involved in my style choices.
Yes.
So where your mother was telling you were class, my mother was just involved in buying my clothes, which was a big part of my problem.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you a little story about one time I was in primary school.
Okay.
Right? You know them shoes that you just slip on?
Yeah.
You know the ones?
Like, you mean like a van even?
Yeah, like a van without laces.
Oh, yeah.
So my mother brought me into the shop, picked out this nice pair of what I would say was kids' Vans. But they weren't Vans. They were just a slip-on shoe with a little anchor on the front of each of them. So they had a little design on the front.
Not them yolks.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
They were in a navy, and they were kind of I suppose a seafaring theme to them. A nautical side to them.
Yeah.
But she said they're lovely, and I said no, I don't know, ma'am. There's something not right about these.
What about the Nike runners? No.
No. These you'll get these on handy, and I won't have to bother tying your shoelaces. You know, she wouldn't even stretch to the Velcro. She said, no, this is the easiest thing I could be looking at in the morning.
Okay.
So she put them on me. And the very morning I was going out to school, I said, I really I have serious concerns and reservations about how I'm going to get on wearing these shoes.
I'm skeptical, Carmel. I am skeptical, and
I'll tell you what happened. Johnny Carey it took him 2 minutes to take them off me. And he had to hold me down to take them off me. And he bet me with my own shoes
Jesus,
on the bus going
Johnny.
into school.
Kids are vicious.
Shout out to Johnny Carey. All them years of bullying made me the man I am.
But but you know what's funny? I always think about, you know what, kids are fucking vicious, man. Johnny Carey ripped the shoe off you and he bet the head of you with them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you walked in now with those shoes on?
I'd be styling out of it.
No, but me at 29.
Yeah.
If I pinned you down, took them off, and bet the shite out of you with them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'd go to jail, like. Some of the stuff kids do, you would go to
Actually,
jail
yeah,
for.
it would be illegal.
Seriously.
Yeah, but also, if I was wearing them and maybe not a sock, I'd be a proper Essex boy.
You mean proper Essex boy?
Yeah.
No, you'd be with those four men in the foresaw.
Yeah, the big lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was right, but it was wrong at the time.
It wasn't right for you at the time.
Yeah,
is all
just
that was
right shoe, wrong time. So as I said, the mother, it's very questionable. Probably what led me to have the problems with Jack and Jones, like Jack and Jones addiction and whatnot in later years. Just stick to something safe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know?
Now we're actually getting to the bottom
We're
of
going
it.
to come back from that now because I only wanted to get into that for a moment. Obviously, back to your mother telling you were class.
Let it out.
What else happened then? We were coming back to something else about you.
We were going back to, then it went back to me talking about how much I love Sligo and I don't.
And you don't promote your home county.
I don't promote my home county of Roscommon at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awful. And, like, I do love Roscommon, like, and, like, I have savage memories growing up in Castlereagh, but I don't know why I just...
You don't see yourself as a Roscommoner.
No, I do see myself as a Roscommoner.
You don't see yourself living with Roscommon people.
I want to live with Roscommon people
like you.
But no, I do. But I certainly don't think that Roscommon is getting enough support. Like, and that's a different conversation. Like,
It
and
is,
I'm
but
not
one
talking
you're
about
not going to have.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about down at Hyde Park either. I mean, like, there isn't a whole lot going on there. So
But do you not think it comes down to individual actions? It's a bit like this whole veganism, save the planet sort of stuff.
all right, now we're going.
Like, you're sitting there saying Roscommon isn't getting the support it's getting. It comes down to expats like yourself living in Sligo pretending you're not from Roscommon. Do you know? Going around taking pictures of Knockton Range, sticking it up on your Instagram going, look at that class mountain. Look at that. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Not where I used to live.
So
Shithole.
you think if more of us took pictures of Roscommon, that they'd get more,
I just think you should probably mention Roscommon more. Like, there should be hashtag Roscommon in all of your social media posts.
So if I was trying to think back as to what I actually really liked about the place, what would it be?
I don't know. You tell me.
The outdoor pool
Yeah.
was class when we were kids, man.
There you go.
You know, they had 2 diving boards. They had to take them out now because when you think back, you go, who okayed the health and safety on this?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a fucking story, right, about health and safety in Castlereagh in the outdoor pool. There was 2 diving boards. One of them a high diving board, a couple of meters up in the air.
Sure.
Right? The fucking water was only 8 foot deep, right? And then there was a springboard, a proper springboard that sometimes you'd spring up and you'd be able to see out to Ballintubber. You'd be that high up in the air, right?
Yeah.
There used to be diving competitions in the gala every year, right? They
Yeah.
do the swimming gala, and boys would be swimming the 100 meters, and boys would be doing whatever. But they used to do a diving competition. I saw a boy jump from the high diving board onto the spring diving board, do a couple of flips and land into the water. And it was the best thing we ever seen. Woo! Yeah! It should not have happened. Who let it happen? Like,
Why shouldn't it have happened?
we let a young fella, like of the age of 14, 15, dive from a high diving board onto another diving board down lower and spring vault himself up into the sky, man. He nearly took out a Benson and lit it. He was that fucking long up in the air.
But sure, isn't that a what? What did you take out in the air?
He nearly took out a fag and lit it. He was that high up in the air.
Can I? Right. So obviously in Roscommon at the time you had Olympians. Just, moseying around amongst the common man.
We had fucking maniacs is what we had.
Because-
Olympians wouldn't do that. If you ask
You see it on the television. They
they
do
do-
bounces off one and go on the other one. They do multiple. This sounds to me like you had real talented people.
I'm
And I
trying
bet
to figure out what it was at Seamus Stenson that I saw doing that. Because Shamey, as big an athlete as you are, love, I don't know if you're an Olympian now, but I think it was him that did that.
But he's probably not because he's probably living somewhere now just trying to forget the fact that he grew up in Roscommon.
No, he's not.
Right.
No, he's not, boy, because there's people with a bit more backbone than Kendy. I'm a fucking idiot, right? Shamey Stenson, right? Let me tell you about Shamey now for a second. He went off and made pound around the world,
Okay.
right? And no more than any good country song will tell you, he never forgot about home. And he bought a house back in Castlereagh and he said, I'm living in fucking Castlereagh. Because he loves Castlereagh.
Yeah.
And I look at people like him then and I go, Kendy, you are a wanker. You just said Castlereagh. I'll see you later, boy. Look how beautiful Sligo is. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
You only went 50 minutes up the road, like.
It's not like I moved to Australia. I moved an hour down the road, and I said, "This now is
This
where
is me now.
This is me done now."
Yeah.
But I don't want to come across like I hate the place. I fucking love the place, and growing up in it, I wouldn't grow up anywhere else.
I hate Mayo.
Except for Sligo. You hate Mayo.
I hate Mayo.
Okay.
But I equally love it.
Be careful, because there's a fine line between proud and deluded, right? And Mayo people are on that, man, like they're fucking trapeze artists or something balancing.
Right.
So you got to be careful, man. You don't want to vex them too much.
I know. But see, if we're getting into this.
Let's get into it, Ray. Come on now.
Mayo to me would have been marvellous. Obviously, had it not been for the fact that I had some stressful times in Mayo. I'll give you an example of a stressful time in Mayo.
Go on.
I used to play in a band.
Yeah.
The band was called Twilight. Marvellous name.
Not really?
Took
Okay.
me all of 30 seconds to think of it as I was sitting on the telephone table in the hall talking to Leonards and Lahardon about our first gig.
Oh, did
And
you
Mr.
have the wee coil? The wee coil?
Yeah. And Mr. Leonard says to me, "What's the band called?" And I said, "Shite." And I looked out the window and I seen the Twilight was happening and I went, "Twilight."
Oh, that's going to be in the documentary, 100%.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a short documentary.
The Ray McAndrew documentary.
Anywho, we used to play gigs in such places as Leonard's of Lahardon and this shite pub abroad in Knockmore.
Don't name it.
Oh,
Don't be again, careful, man. Not more
Sorry.
people. They're very proud people, man.
Sorry.
County champions.
Well, here, let me get to Bal. Have you heard of a town called Bal?
Yeah, we're okay. They don't have any electricity right
And
there.
it's
They're
spelled Balla,
Yeah.
which anyone with any cop on will go Bala.
Bala.
But no, Bal.
Yeah, because there's too many fucking Balas in Mayo anyway.
Yeah, they shortened it when they're talking about it. Bal.
Bal.
Anyway, Bal has a pub. I can't remember the name of the pub. Anyway, we used to play there on a Sunday evening from 6 to 8.
Oh.
Now, you're a musician yourself.
Yeah.
Sunday evening. What do you think happened there during the day in Bal of a Sunday? I'll tell you what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. A football
A
match.
fucking football match.
Yeah.
It's not often I curse in this
No.
podcast.
A fucking football match happened.
And a football match that nobody cared about. All they wanted was pints.
Well,
The football match merely enabled the pints.
yeah.
And then the worst thing is they played the football match and they come into the pub to watch English football.
Yes.
So there's Premiership on the tellies.
Now.
So I immediately come in and I start setting up and I'm instantly reminded, don't make any noise when that Liverpool match is over.
And I agree, but yeah.
You do, but I didn't understand this at the time because as far as I was concerned, we were a band, we were a musical outfit.
Yeah.
We were here to play tunes. We were here to entertain. What is this other crack that's entertaining?
The one thing I've noticed about our business of entertaining and playing music is nothing. You cannot play during a match.
I know that, Jeff.
A
I know
waste
that
of
now.
time. Yeah.
It's just I probably despise the fact that we were being upstaged by this, foreign sport.
It's a patriotic thing you're getting after.
But anyway,
Ray said, I'm not watching that Premier League football. I'm going to play you some American Pantera or Metallica or something instead.
we were doing Country Roads and Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows and a bit of Fields of Athenry. We started at 6 o'clock. Everybody in the place was bananas. Mm-hmm. They no more wanted the band.
And worse than
And
that again,
They didn't want us playing rock set. It must have been love.
they wanted you to say, I'm going to get the cornerback from the team tonight. He's going to get up and sing the Fields of Athenry.
Yes. No, yeah, they wanted that.
That's what they
wanted.
wanted.
They wanted inclusion.
Yes.
They wanted to be made. But no, we were there to play a show and we wanted appreciation.
Yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
getting it though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there were tough times.
So that's why you hate Mayo.
That's why, I think it's things like that. There was another time as well we played Paddy's Day in Bunny Conlon. I always love Bunny Conlon because of the fact that it sounds like a fella.
I was down in Bunny Conlon's house.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
Bunny's on, man. And we played, I think, the Village Tavern in Bunny Conlon.
Yeah.
My God. It was a Paddy's Day. It was the first day I ever got my driver's license.
All
So
right.
I drove to this gig myself.
Oh, feeling savage, I would say.
In my 94 Vectra,
Ooh.
I was feeling independent.
You.
We got in. We hadn't 2 songs played before the owner. We were up one end of the pub, which was like it's an empty pub. There's 6 owl men down the front. We were on our own up the other end.
No.
You see, this is horrible stuff for a young lad, an impressionable young lad trying to make it,
Ray,
in the music industry.
Stop, because you get me going as well.
I'm sorry.
Stop, Ray. Please. You
Anyway.
me going now.
But we were 2 songs in, and the boss came up and he said, "You're too loud."
Oh.
So I had the Dynacord PowerMate 600. Some of you out there will know what that beast looks like.
Oh, there's some people frothing now when they hear about that.
I turned down the double red faders, the master. I
so
turned it down and played another song. And I was already playing now Get 3 Owl country music like. And Jaxie comes up again. "You still are too loud. And if you don't turn it down, I'll stop you altogether."
Did you ever hear the one that Sean O'Reilly said when your man came up? He said, lads, yous aren't loud. Yous are noisy.
Yeah. This fella was bad to get rid of us. But I was stubborn.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of the band, Philip Cassidy, Paul Donlan, they were all kind of sitting there going, look, feck him, we'll just keep battering away.
Yeah.
I said, no. I ended up switching off the PA system.
Oh.
Switched off the guitar amp,
Yeah.
switched off the bass amp, and I put carpets over the drums. And we played a solid 80 minutes on electric guitars and basses.
No sound.
No sound.
What?
Yeah.
Were you point proving?
Oh, point proven. I was stubborn. I said, you want us to be quiet, we'll be quiet. So,
How old were you when you made that executive
17.
decision? Man, fair play to you.
20 years ago.
Now, you had the fucking cojones, man.
I went down at the end and I picked up me £80 for doing the gig.
Oh, no.
And I went up and I handed out the 420s, or the 320s, the other three, and I got
Jesus.
£20 myself, and I got out of there fast.
Oh, fuck. I mean, we've all had those gigs, Ray.
I think that's why I hate Mayo.
Wait and I tell you a good one about a gig in Roscommon one time, right?
What? Oh, you want to talk about it now?
The 27th of December, right? I think around 2011, I would say.
Sure.
Lick by Stereo, booming.
Such a band.
We couldn't even believe that we had about whatever, like bar Christmas Day, we had about 20 gigs in a row in December. We're just about to kick.
Class.
Lick by Stereo going to be the next big thing.
Tour.
We had one gig booked into a pub in Boyle on the 27th of December.
How was the pub?
I can't say.
The Moving Stairs.
It's dangerous. I can't fucking say.
Is it the Moving Stairs?
No, it's not the moving
Is
stairs.
that an actual pub?
No, I don't think it is.
Right.
The moving walls. I'm not saying what the name of it is.
Okay.
But I know to this day, we didn't book that gig. Someone else said to us, and I won't name him either, but he can eat the back of me bag no more than I said earlier on. He says, I have a gig for you lads in Boyle on the 27th. We said, no bother at all. He shafted us. He knew it was going to be a shite gig.
Right.
And the bastard was jealous of the power of the Lick by Stereo, right?
Yeah.
4 good-looking young fellas taking over the music scene round Boyle.
Right.
We went in. There was no one there
Yeah. I know
at
that
all.
feeling.
Your man behind the bar was kind of going, I didn't want to book you, like. We haven't done music here, I'd say, since the 80s.
Yeah.
Your man came in and told us we have to book you first, and that's how I knew that we were getting shafted.
Yeah.
But we were there and we had set up and everything. 3 boys walked in, and I'm going to be very, very careful about what I say next.
Not like you.
3 boys came in. I'm going to call them rough, right?
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Rougher than the usual clientele that would be dancing in front of us while we're playing Nicki Minaj.
And for the purpose of this podcast, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Tom, Dick, and Harry walk in.
Yeah.
Now, Tom and Dick, Ray,
Right.
the 2 boys were feisty.
Okay.
They're the only 3 lads sitting at the bar on the night. Tom and Dick are feisty.
And what about Harry?
Harry didn't even lift his face from the bar. And we're fucking playing with 3 rough boys sitting at the bar and no one else in the place.
Okay.
Tom and Dick are having a bit of crack, roaring abuse at us. Shut up, you fucking young flutes.
Yeah.
Play, come out, you black guitars.
Yeah.
No, oh, you fucking pricks. Anyway, we're going, just get through it, just get through it, just get through it.
Yeah.
Tom and Dick get way too feisty. And I know looking, there's a reason why Harry is sitting down looking into his pint and not doing anything. I said he is El Capitano.
Right.
I said he is the boy who's controlling all of this situation here, and he is head honcho.
Okay.
Not in the pub, in the group of boys.
Okay.
Tom and Dick get up and start fighting and wrestling and arsing around. Harry, picture this in your head,
Picturing it.
right? He put pint glass down. He stands up, right?
Yeah.
Stands up, turns around and looks at both of his friends in the eyes. And both of them immediately stop wrestling and sit down at the bar. And they did not speak another word for the last hour of the show that we were playing.
Jesus.
Isn't that some power for a boy to have?
Right.
Isn't that some shite gig
didn't-
for Lick by Stereo to do?
I didn't know that story was going to end at all.
I've never seen that kind of power from someone before, to stand up and not even say a word, Ray.
Yeah.
And the 2 boys know, if we fuck up here, we're done.
You reminded me of something.
Oh, we're going again. Come on.
No. I have no other stories.
Go on.
No, I was just going to ask you, you know Harry?
You mean Harry, the rough Harry, or?
No, Prince Harry.
Oh, okay.
Did you see he did the interview with Corden on top of a bus?
No,
No.
I didn't see that at all. I didn't understand about that.
All right.
I don't. I'm trying to stay away from that American media, Ray.
Are you staying away from it?
I'm trying my best.
I'll tell you who was also trying to stay away from the media.
Go on.
Harry and Meghan.
Oh, yeah. They told the Queen, they said, you can shove that crown up your hole. We're
Yeah.
not coming back.
Because we're sick and tired of dealing with the media.
Sorry, Meghan said that, and Harry said, yeah, no, I'm totally on board. Of course I am.
That's exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly what happened. Yeah.
But Harry and Meghan relocated to the LA
Yeah.
or something like it. Now, they said originally they were going to Canada or something.
Yeah, but they can't go to Canada, you see.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why they can't go to Canada, Raymond.
Go on.
Because you can't. Canada's in the Commonwealth.
Okay.
And if Harry takes residency in Canada, it's like an invasion. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! It's a British
Because-
royal living in
Yeah,
Canada.
the royals are taking residency in a country in the Commonwealth.
Is that real?
That is real.
I didn't know that.
I fucking hope that's real. Someone's going to go, what is Kendy on
Oh,
about?
this could be the
What
greatest
is
lie
he
you ever
on
told.
about? And I have been found out to be wrong on
You're so sure. Yeah, like a soliloquy.
I like a
Yeah.
soliloquy. Nothing to do with a soliloquy at all, but you'd have to say it with conviction.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to live there or else the war starts, right? That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
Anyway,
Please.
he's been extradited from the Queen's family. He stuck up the fingers on the way out the door in the Volvo,
Yeah.
and he's gone to
Gone to
LA.
LA.
He's gone to La.
And now he's back doing media stuff. Not only was he doing the open top bus with James Corden, which in fairness he was very lovable and he won us all over.
Oh, I fucking hate that. Jesus Christ.
They went to see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's house,
Oh, yeah.
right? And what did you do? But can I use the toilet? It was just really, he's like a real man. Like,
He's just like
one
the
of
rest
us
of
commoners.
us. He's just like the rest of us. He's so cute. You fucking pig. Go on,
And then the next thing, apparently they're doing some sort of an Oprah thing. I think the Oprah thing is out, possibly. No, not yet.
what's an Oprah thing?
Oh, you know Oprah?
Yeah.
She's still interviewing people.
Is she?
She is?
Is she still giving stuff away?
I don't know.
She spends her whole life giving stuff away, no
I
more
thought-
than Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, yeah.
They're always giving stuff away.
She fell on hard times, Ellen did, didn't she?
And, she was giving out to people for farting inside the office.
She
so
absolutely
it came
was.
out. Yep.
It came out. Oprah was doing some sort of a special with Meghan.
Okay.
But and Harry. But what I can't understand is, for people that went away from the UK, just to get away from the media, why are they doing so much media in America?
Because they weren't trying to get away from the media, Ray. They were trying to get away from the bureaucracy of the royal family.
They were trying to be able to control it themselves.
Yeah, and
That's
they
it.
want, and also, yeah, they want to go, if I'm going to be doing all this fucking media work, I'm taking a load of pound for myself.
Gotcha.
Your a Hollywood star. I'm a fella who put on a Nazi outfit about 20
He's
years
a very
ago.
good-looking man.
Is he a good-looking boy?
Well, I suppose he reminds me a lot of me.
Anyway, let's move off that just for a couple of minutes and let's get on to some other things as well. I got a package in the door today because me and Nicola didn't get married.
Didn't get married.
And I want to say a big fair play to Gracie. She got me a penguin that I can weigh, and I've been practicing all day. She got me a teddy of a penguin. He's absolutely gorgeous. I called him Finan.
Fine.
Right?
Right.
He weighs 169 grams.
Did she send you the wage scales as well?
No, we had a wage scales.
Oh, that's good.
So I put him up on the scales.
Right.
He weighs 169 grams.
Okay.
The only thing is, well, I know he weighs that now. He's a teddy. I can't feed him. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
You
going to
could
weigh
put
him.
clothes on him.
Yeah, I might do some shit. I might stuff him with a few weights or something and weigh him every day and see what he weighs every day. Because I am practicing, still holding out that I actually might get that job. So, Gracie, thank you for giving me something
That's
I can
such a
train.
nice thing
It's
to
like
do.
getting a CPR doll. You know what I mean?
Who thinks of that?
I know.
Kendy was on about weighing penguins. I'm going to get him a penguin teddy and send it across the water to him.
Yeah, it's unreal. But like I said, it's like getting a CPR doll because she knows, Kendy wants a profession like in this. He
Yeah.
wants to work as a penguin wearer,
Yeah.
which I'm still holding out on. So it's like if you're going, well, I'm doing a health and safety course and someone sells you a CPR doll that you can try the pushing down and the shifting the face of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Gracie, for that. Another thing that we got, Raymond,
Go on.
is an idea that I said I might try on you for the crack.
Right.
Sinead Keaveney,
Right. One of the Keaveneys.
big old sexy doctor up there in Galway,
Aye.
said to us, why don't you play Would You Rather? Because I think she had heard it on another podcast and said that it was a lovely little game.
Someone suggested this, and I was supposed to do it, and I forgot.
No shagging way.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one doing it now. I have a couple of them here. And when I say a couple of them, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you in on a little podcast secret. We never say how many questions we have in case we edit out the shite ones.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So
gonna
there
do
you
it,
go. I have a couple of questions
This
for
would
you.
be good crack now if there's just one question. I'm ready.
I'm going to start it easy,
Okay.
and then we're going to build up to some of the other
It's
ones.
weird because normally I'm the one doing the
I
questioning.
know, but this is going to be good crack now.
Right.
Would you rather have fingers as long as legs or legs as long as fingers?
Oh, I think I've answered this one before. What is it again? Fingers?
Fingers as long as legs or legs as long as fingers?
Fingers as long as legs.
You'd rather have fingers as long as legs. I think that's the right answer.
I think it is, yeah.
I know there is no right answer in these, not supposed to be.
No, I thought about this before.
How
and
could
I
you
was
be
wrong.
walking around with legs as long as your fingers?
Exactly. It just precludes the thing.
And like fingers as long as legs, go crack with
Oh,
that,
I
man.
kicked the face of you. Very handy.
You'd be tapping on my shoulder, man, and you'd be
Yeah.
over at your house. Okay, next one. Would you rather have one massive Mickey or two Mickeys?
Oh. Two standard Mickeys.
Yeah, two. Regulation, two regulation Mickeys.
What would you do with two regulation Mickeys?
Well, sure, I mean, use your imagination, lovey.
But it depends on, are they both
Sometimes
in the same
if-
spot?
They're both in the same spot, right beside each other.
Okay. No, I'd love a massive Mickey. That'd be class.
But you wouldn't like to have two regulation Mickeys so that one of them got tired, the other one could tip in and do a bit like.
Yeah, but would they have that sort of independence?
Because if you have one massive Mickey, Ray, and I'm speaking from experience here, if you have one massive Mickey, like that Mickey will get tired and then needs a day to recover. But you don't need that.
You mean to tell me that if I had two, one could kick in?
Yeah, we could use one of them.
Wait a minute, both of
It's
them
like
have to.
it's like crop rotation. You can only work on a field for so long, Ray, till it gets tired.
I'm after realising both of them wouldn't finish at the same time either.
You don't even have to use one of them.
Oh wow!
Don't use one of them. Only use one of them.
That's a great idea.
And then wait, and use the other one the next day.
Why didn't God think of that? Just a little point. I have just a little point on that.
Yeah.
I seen a TikTok this evening where a gentleman entered the room, right? And he says to his girlfriend, he says, "I'm after figuring out why I'm so small down there." She says, "Really?" And he looked at her and he went, "What?" Isn't that good? So please, lads, try that. Just walk into the girlfriend or the fiancé or the wife and say, "I'm after realising, I'm after figuring out why I'm so small down there." And if she goes, "Oh, right, what is it?" You have her. You have her, lads. You finally have her.
That's a great trick, Ray.
Right, give me another one.
Here we go. Would you rather have a massive house to live in on your own, away from everybody, or would you rather have a tiny little one bedroom and that's it, studio job, but your friends living beside you?
Oh, definitely. Tiny little studio.
Would you?
Everybody living with me.
I'd have a mansion and I wouldn't see you again.
Really? You would not. You'd be fierce lonely. Remember that time Joey moved out and friends? He was lonesome. He was very lonesome. That tells you how it'll work out.
Well, fair play to you. That is obviously the very good answer to give, in fairness.
Thank you.
Now, would you rather lose your vision or your hearing?
Oh, I'd rather lose. Feck, that's a real hard one, isn't it?
I told you they get tougher, Lovey, as they go up.
My gut is going, I'd rather lose me hearing.
Yeah, I would be actually the same.
Yeah, because I'm already on the road to doing that from all the gigs I've done.
I mean, I know what it's like to have depleted hearing, like Nicola tells me. It's not that bad. I'd like to be able to see a bit of schmutz, like.
I always said that when the hearing goes, I'll take up a big career in lighting. You don't, Go on.
Okay, would you rather be the most popular fella at work or the smartest fella at work?
Oh, Jesus, that's a tricky one now.
No.
Oh, my gut is going again with... That's a hard one. Because, okay, but I'll probably not
Are you someone that does hold that, though? You go, I'd rather be popular now. I don't care about being smart.
That's an awful thing to say about oneself.
That you're not smart?
I don't really care about being smart. As long as people, don't think I'm a dose.
Yeah.
I think if I was smart, I'd be a dose.
Most smart people are a dose.
Yeah,
like.
most smart people are
And
doses.
I mean, me and you are relatively decent IQ, but we're not really smart. Like,
No.
You know what I mean?
No, not smart.
Smart people are fucking annoying.
So I if you maybe change the term popular, I don't want to be like, the American
You just want
jock.
to be doing all right.
I just want people to, enjoy me company as opposed to being a dose.
Would you rather be alive 100 years ago or 100 years from now?
Oh, definitely 100 years ago.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you'd say the opposite.
Oh, no, we won't be here in 100 years. This show's over. We're going home. Someone turn off the lights. Oh,
Everyone hop into the back of the car. We're fucking abandoning this
And
place.
the great thing about this is they'll have this recorded in 100 years and they'll be proved right.
Well, look, I thought you'd say 100 years from now to see what happened.
Big shout out to me kids.
Me grandkids as well. I hope you like what we left you. Okay. Would you rather age from the neck up only or age from the neck down only?
Oh, wow. You'd have to go age from the neck down only.
But that takes everything into account aging-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So you'd let the young fella go rather than and keep the lovely face?
Well, it just means you could tip around the town wearing all the trendy styles, but you just couldn't tip home with someone after it.
Yeah. It means you could go out and people go, geez, your man looks great for 50.
Yeah, exactly.
But then if you brought her home, they go, geez, he does not look great for 50 at all.
And the beautiful thing is if you're in a happy, loving relationship, she'll accept you for what you are.
Not always.
Okay.
Would you rather be really strong or really fast?
Oh, I think speed.
Speed.
I'd go speed.
Speed matters.
I think speed matters. I think strong lads are great, but if you can outrun them, sure, what is it?
I think there's power in speed anyway, Ray.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Velocity you're talking about there now.
Yeah.
I think you'd look ridiculous as a strong man. We have a friend who's a strong man.
Dave Griffith.
No, well, yeah, Dave Griffith is one of them, and
He's a
Barry
strong
O'Sullivan
man.
is another one.
There's another strong man.
I'd rather be I don't care how strong you two boys are if you're listening out there, right?
Yeah.
You can't catch Kendy. Let's say if you said, I'm going to bat to the head of Kendy, and of course I'm going to be able to do it. Look at the size of me and the size of him.
Yeah.
Try and catch me, man. I'll run you around the town.
But you won't.
About 50 times.
You climbed a mountain at the weekend, you realise exactly what fitness state you're in.
I climbed a mountain.
And when I say a mountain, a hill.
I climbed Knocknarea. It's not even a mountain. It's not even climbed Everest. I was halfway up Knocknarea.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm done here. I'm going to have to tell this crew that I can't go on anymore. Like they're leaving someone behind on Everest, like.
Was it that bad?
I don't know what's wrong with me, Ray. I'm not getting enough exercise. Having said that, I ate cheesecake and drank Guinness the night before, so that didn't help. I got up about 3/4 of the way in the mountain, and we all took a break anyway because they were taking shots on the cameras or whatever. Young fella up there, Aaron.
I'm going to edit out on the cameras.
A young fella up there, Aaron, took out a lunchbox and said to everyone, and I was like, I'm doing okay here. He took out a lunchbox and said, does anybody want some food? And I smelled the food.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gone. I had to run away. And
Did you get sick?
I actually couldn't, and I wanted to. I was like, if I get sick, now I'm going to feel great, and I couldn't do it.
You were that bad?
I was all over the place, but I don't think it was just a Guinness. I don't want to fall back on that. I'm not fit, Lovey.
Right.
I'm not fucking
Well,
fit,
you'll be
Lovey.
delighted to hear the plan that we had for Saturday, which was climbing another mountain, is now cancelled.
Oh, well, thank the Lord above. You want me to climb Ben Bulbin?
Yeah.
Man, I can barely climb into bed at night.
You do realise the reason I said another mountain was because Ben Bulbin is outside our 5K, and I can't be saying that on the podcast.
Look, we're in the champion this week, apparently, me and you.
What?
For
For what?
For breaking restrictions. Whenever
How?
this comes out. Whenever this comes out, we say that we're going to go climb Ben
right.
Bulbin.
Sorry. Didn't get you there. Would I rather? Would I rather?
The last would you rather, Ray?
Yeah, sure.
What I think is the toughest of all the questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
Would you rather win 50 grand or have Kendy win 500 grand?
That's easy. Definitely Kendy win 500.
I thought you were going to say the other one.
No.
But I'm not giving you a pound.
That's fine.
What?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
I'm odd like that.
Oh, I
So
would.
either I get 50k, which is grand. You know, that'd be mighty.
Yeah.
You know, it'd clear me debts. It'd be this, that, and the other. Wait a minute. Actually, now that I think about it.
No, you've already given your answer. Ray. You can't. You can't change your answer.
Yeah, but what's the point? Right, okay. So I can't change my answer.
You can't change your answer. If it means anything to you, I would 100% take 50k for myself. If it was the other way around.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd take 50k.
My gut feeling there was you win the 500.
I mean, it's great, you win the 500, but it doesn't change my life. I feel great for a minute going, Ray won 500. That's tremendous.
Yeah,
Jeez,
but I suppose I
I'm
would
fucking
hope.
smothered in debt.
But sure, of course, if you can't help me out for getting you the 500, then I suppose I would probably take the 50k.
You can't change your mind now, Ray. It's already done.
Right.
So Ray's taking the 500k for me, and I would take 50k for him. Ray, thanks for playing Would You Rather. Thanks a million to Sinead Keaveney for sending in that idea for us to have a bit of crack with. Happy news to finish up, Ray. How about that?
I think so.
Hannah got bullied into joining our Patreon.
Oh, yeah! Last week we spoke about an anonymous person who I and then subsequently named, Hannah Bagnan, who called our Patreon basically a gratuitous way of funding a hobby.
Yeah, she said that our podcast is just a hobby that the two boys are doing.
Yeah.
It's like me going to a family do and my aunties saying to me, "Are you still at the music?" You are. It was
the
that
kind of
equivalent.
stuff. Yeah. So Hannah anyway got on to us during the week and she confirmed that she had actually signed up now for the Patreon. So that's marvellous. We have an extra few pound coming in from Hannah, but she wants to know where is her T-shirt and mug.
Yeah, it is going to be sent to you very, very soon, Hannah. I will be asking you for your address.
She said she will not be paying for postage.
She won't have to pay for postage. Does she think I'm going to ask her to pay postage? What kind of a fucking business does she think we're running? Sorry, what kind of a fucking hobby does she think we're running here?
Yeah.
But I have said this to you loads of times before in this podcast, Ray, and it's a good way to finish on this because it's the truest statement ever made.
What's that?
If you bully people into something, they will do it.
They will do it.
I bullied Kieran Quinn into getting me on the show. It worked. I have now bullied Hannah into giving us £1 every single month.
Yeah.
And you too out there, ladies and gentlemen, can give us £1 every month for the great work that we do here.
What's the thing?
Patreon.com/the Kendy and Raybo podcast, and you can support this podcast. There is some other stuff in the pipeline for me and you, Ray, that we can't talk about yet.
No.
But all we can say is that Sensei is working in the background to incentivize us to keep doing this every single week.
We're in the money.
We're in the money.
We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Also, happy news.
Go on.
Your sister got engaged.
Oh, a big shout out to Ellie
How
and
could
Kenny
you?
there.
How could you not do? What?
Ray,
What? Sorry.
this is essential travel, is what we're calling this. He flew over from America to get engaged. That's essential travel.
Fair play to him.
So, stop on to me about the fact that he shouldn't have been here. It's essential travel, Ray.
No one was mentioning any of that. I just.
Oh, shut
I
up,
wasn't
man.
even getting
It's
into that.
essential
Like, no
travel.
one even had to mention the fact that he's from America.
Ignorant. Ray, that's the end of it now. I'm not talking about it
I
anymore.
was just trying to say that Ellie got engaged. That's all
Not
you was
talking
talking
about it anymore, lovey. A big shout out to Ellie and Kenny. We love you very much. I can't wait for the Jesus' wedding. In other news as well, there was one more thing I had to feckin' say before we went.
Go on.
A big shout out to Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items for letting us record here yet again under their heating, because it would be a lot colder for us if it wasn't. And we're doing it as safe as we can, and fair play to them. They're running some business. Ray, the food.
I won't lie, I couldn't have it this week.
Oh, yeah, because it was so full from it last week, Ray.
No, payday's tomorrow. I had no money. I spent the last $7.50 on these wonderful tins of beer that we're supping on here from the White Hag Brewery.
Well, look, I mean, all you have to do is go on to any of those Just Eat apps or even whatever, go on to the Anderson's website as well, and you can order some wonderful food items from Anderson's.
Cannot recommend the wonderful goujons, buttermilk goujons.
Buttermilk goujons and chips.
And they give you so much chips that you can't finish them.
If you ask Kendy what he was going to eat, he'd be eating the Smoky Joe burger.
Oh, right.
Oh, the sweet potato fry. I'm going to get it right now, Ray. Come on, let me get out of here and go eat.
We've sold our souls in this.
Look.
We've sold our souls.
What about it, Ray? We're
We
104
never used
episodes
to.
in.
We used to just get our kicks by advertising the local centre.
No.
Now look at us.
Look at us now, man.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
One last thing. Happy birthday to Paddy Malloy.
Happy birthday to Paddy Jesus Malloy.
Geez, we really are like Midwest Radio now, aren't we? and just to finish the show, happy birthday to Paddy Malloy.
And Paddy, I hope you enjoy your day. This next one's for you, lovely.
I tell you, this next one is for you now. You're a great friend of the show, and I tell you were tremendous fun the time we went to Santa Panza, the whole crew here on
do you
Midwest
remember?
Radio.
And he was dancing, and he was jiving, and he was pucking.
Such moves, and I tell you, he got on fierce well with Fidelma, didn't
they had something going at that stage. So, Paddy, I hope you enjoy your birthday, lovey.
I hope you have a great 30th birthday. Look, it's not too far off 40.
Not too far off 40 is
Not
right,
too far
Ray.
off
You're
40.
dead
You
jagged
still
right.
qualify for the reps. That's the main thing, and the green cert and the glass scheme.
Ray, is that it or no?
That is 104.
Yes, it is.
And shall we see us all agrow next week, where Kendy will have improved his love for Roscommon.
Fingers crossed. Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.